Hi, welcome to the All Signs there. Hold on, my brain just goes to me. I almost forgot my intro. Rewind. Welcome to the All Signs there feelings for you right now from June 28th to July 4th. I just totally effed that entire intro up. Sorry guys, you know what I'm here for. I am a little late, I know. I dropped the cart. I'm about to go on a road trip, like a 10-hour road trip, and I had some last minute things to do, and I really wanted to do this live stream before I got on the road. If my face looks red, it's because I've been doing a lot of running around, making sure everything is packed and everything is squared. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Hi everybody, welcome. I already did the July monthlies. I'll be releasing them throughout the week while I'm on my trip, but I won't be answering any emails. I won't be doing any private readings this week. This is the actual last day I'm gonna work for the next week or so. I just wanted to say hello to you guys before I left. All right, so I'm gonna first begin with the Cancerians because it's their birthday season, and then I'll go from Aries through Pisces. Let's do it. Oh my goodness, this is the smallest looking birthday cake I think I've ever done. I think I'm just gonna call it a cupcake. Cancer is like, we don't need a full cake. A cupcake is fine. It's the smallest looking cake ever. I think the candle is bigger. All right, happy birthday, Cancer. It's not about the size, it's about the quality, right? All right, what do we have for Cancer this week? What do we have for Cancer this week? For the next 7 days, who's on their mind and how do they feel about Cancer from the 28th through July 4th? 2 more shuffles for Cancer. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my birthday babies. All right, Cancer, your person's feelings. We have the 10 of Cups. Good start, good start. Who just did that? Thank you so much, one of the Moon Children. You are such a sweetheart. I appreciate you. Cancer, good start. Your person's feelings for you this week is the 10 of Cups. Looks like everything looks really nice for you and another person. All right. Their view of you this week, the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Their behavior and actions, we have the 4 of Cups, Moon and Cancer. Your feelings for this person, the 7 of Cups. Oh. And the overall energy for you this week is the Chariot, Major for Cancer. That's a lot of Cancerian energy in this reading. Cancer, you've got someone here that really cares about you and can see a happy future with you. However, they may be acting kind of let down in regards to what they're seeing off of you. They're viewing you as very stable, keeping it together, showing up as a hard worker, someone that cares for your family. You get the job done and you look flawless while doing it. This person feels like you are special and that they could see this going the distance. But with your feelings being the 7 of Cups, it's reflecting back at them that you might not be as happy as they are with you. All right. The 4 of Cups can sometimes show up when someone is, you know, looking like they're feeling emotionally neglected. Even though they're happy with you right here, 10 of Cups, if you're showing up looking like you're confused about whether you want to stay or go, this person's picking up on it later this week, is what I'm kind of getting. It's like they feel like you may be a little bit distracted. You're not as focused on them. But we'll see how we go from the 10 of Cups to the 4 of Cups right now. So I'm going to begin clarifying their feelings. Why the 10 of Cups for how this person is feeling towards Cancer this week? Some of you might be dealing with a fellow Cancerian. I've got a lot of Cancer energy in this reading. Why the 10 of Cups? Or someone with heavy Cancer placements if it's not like in their Sun placement. Why the 10 of Cups? The King of Pentacles. So we got a perfect match, you guys. We got this person viewing you as the Queen of Pentacles, and their clarified feelings for you as the King of Pentacles. This person feels like you guys have something solid here and that they would like to continue nurturing it okay? But with you coming in as the Seven of Cups and the overall energy is the Chariot, some of you Cancers may not be as sure about the future as you feel like they are. Like you're noticing something that still is not bringing you the results that you want, and you may feel like they're just not seeing it and just assuming that you're fine too. So let's clarify why you're the Seven of Cups right now. Why the Seven of Cups? The Six of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Six of Pentacles can sometimes feel like a person is giving time and attention because of feeling like they have to and not because they want to. Like someone's feeling like someone's spending time with them like it's a charitable thing. So some of you Cancers may feel like there's times where you feel like this person is showing up for you not because they want to, but because they have to, because they don't want to be seen as the bad guy, bad girl. But they're just not telling me that. I feel like you guys' perception is very different from one another. This person is feeling like they have been doing all that they can to show you that they are valuing the relationship. They're just doing it in their way that they're comfortable with. It's like you guys may have a different love language. This person feels like they're doing things that shows that they care about you, and in your perspective, you feel like they're not doing things that show you that they care about you, because you guys show love in different ways is what I'm kind of getting off of this. Okay, and you're considering like looking in a different direction, Cancer. Some of you may already have your eyes on a different path already with that Chariot as your overall energy. Looking like you're already, planning your escape, planning your exit, but keeping it quietly with that High Priestess. Because you're still navigating through your emotions with that Seven of Cups. You don't want to tell this person that's what you're thinking until you know for certain, so that way they don't end up pulling away while you're still sorting throughout your feelings. But what's happening is this person's picking up on subtle clues that you're distracted and you're not that focused on them, and it's showing up in them feeling really hurt. So let's clarify why they're viewing you as the Queen of Pentacles. I love the Queen of Pentacles. So you're being seen as someone that is doing what you need to be doing. It's just the romance aspect this person may be feeling like they're missing from you. The Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords. This person's looking at you as someone who's like feeling more confident in yourself, and the more confident you feel in yourself, they might be fearing that you're gonna think that you deserve better than this person. Like this person's feeling like the more you start to work on your confidence, that you're gonna see them as someone that you don't want to be with anymore. I feel like this person's projecting onto you because of something that they feel like you're not giving them. Because if I'm looking at it from my perspective, I love the fact that you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. That's awesome. That's telling me that you're taking really good care of yourself, and you're confident in yourself, and you're doing what you need to do. But from this person's point of view, they're seeing it as you're getting prepared to go back into the dating scene again. Thank you, Inland Empire. I appreciate that, girl. Thank you. You guys are awesome. So this person seeing you getting all your confidence back up, or, maintaining it if you were already confident, because you're about to go back into the dating apps, the dating scene, and ditch them. It's kind of what I'm getting. For some of you, you've been together for a while, and this person is happy about the little family you guys made, and that they're really feeling like this could go the distance still. So let's find out why this person's in this Four of Cups, because it could end up being that this person is feeling bad about themselves and maybe projecting that onto you when you maybe not even showing up the way that they're saying that you're showing up. Clarify that Four of Cups. Three of Cups. This person's worried that you're wanting to spend your birthday with other people, that you're not wanting to spend it with them. For others, you may have already celebrated your birthday and didn't invite them to be a part of it. Someone's feeling like they're a back wall or like a backdrop in your life right now. Regardless of whether you're dating, in a committed relationship, or married, this person's feeling not as included in your life around this time frame, even though their feelings for you is the Ten of Cups. So now that I'm finally getting into the meat and potatoes, I understand why this person feels the 10 of Cups for you, but is showing up as the 4 of Cups. They feel in their heart, if you both were to invest in it fully, you guys could go far, that you guys are capable of this if everyone would just like give it more of a fair chance. But they're viewing you as almost preparing to become single, or preparing to not be talking to them anymore, even if you're not already in a committed relationship. Because when I look at you with the 7 of Cups, Cancer, as your feelings, it shows me a broken heart right there. And it shows your facial expression looking kind of like you've kind of lost your motivation with this person. And influencing that is the 7 of the Chariot. Thank you, Adley. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed your personal reading. It's just, it feels like I have a Cancer that is getting ready to leave at the first sight of something better around the corner. Okay, so this person's fear is coming up as what I'm actually seeing that you're doing here. Clarify that Chariot. And then as I'm about to clarify the Chariot, I see the 3 of Swords and I see the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is my planning card, and the 3 of Swords right here says it's over. So Cancer, what I'm getting off of you is that you may be planning to either say goodbye to this person, break things off, choose a different direction, and you're just waiting for the right moment to let this person know, or you're kind of curious about whether that should be the best route to take, and this person's energetically picking up on it. Even if they're not a Cancer, this person is picking up on it strongly that you might be considering ditching them, and they're not feeling too good about it. Wow. We started off really good with this person feeling like they could have a future with you, to now seeing that you're not really feeling it. I mean, you're still there, so you're not fully out the door yet, Cancer, but it's like you're needing more from them. You're needing them to show up in the way that you like to receive love. And maybe their way of giving you love is not the same thing. Because the King of Pentacles, sometimes the King of Pentacles shows love in buying things. The King of Pentacles is really good at buying things. And with you being a Cancer, you like to be nurtured with emotional gestures, maybe, where there's more thought to a situation instead of just pulling out your credit card. It's kind of what I'm getting off of you, Cancer. You're wanting someone to put more emotional thought into their relationship with you and not just buying you dinner or paying for your Uber. Tell me more about Cancer in their love life this week. The 2 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. So around this time frame, Cancer, you're at a crossroads with that 2 of Wands where you're getting ready to make a big plan for yourself. The 4 of Wands is my marriage card. It's my partnership card. However, it shows me one person standing there after canceling plans with another. So yeah, Cancer, it feels like around this time frame, you're trying to figure out if you want to continue this path with this person or just cancel your membership to the relationship and go in a different direction. And this person's picking up on it and they're scared. They don't want to lose you. But you haven't made your mind up yet. But it looks like you're considering it. So let's see what the hidden messages look like. I open up to once a cheater. History has a habit of repeating itself when accountability is missing. Cheating isn't just a mistake, it's a pattern until it's healed. For some of you Cancers, you may have not forgiven them for cheating maybe. And they feel like things should have been healed by now. That's not for all of you because I'm not getting cheater energy off of this person. I feel like that might be a side message for a Cancer watching. That someone wants you to take them back after they cheated and you just want them to be more accountable if you are going to even entertain that idea. Third wheel, a side character is trying to write themselves into the main plot, but this story already has a leading duo. Some of you Cancers, there could have been third parties involved that's left you feeling like you don't really want to explore this anymore. And for others, you might have a new person trying to get your attention. And that's why you're at a bit of a crossroads on whether or not you want to stay focused on this person or explore what this other person's offer looks like. Because it does show me this person getting dolled up, getting ready to go on a date. So you might have another person this week, Cancer, hitting you up, wanting to take you out, and you're over here thinking, should I? I don't feel like I'm getting everything that I need here. Maybe I should. All right, that's kind of what I'm getting. Now, don't force it. All right, so you could be dealing with a Aries, a Sagittarius, a Taurus, a Pisces, a Capricorn, a fellow Cancer, but it could be any zodiac sign. Either way, Cancer, it looks like you're going to have a good birthday week, or you're going to have a good birthday season. Three of Cups, it feels like a lot of good things are happening around you. It's just someone that you're dealing with maybe feeling like they're not getting all that good, fresh energy around them. Okay, but you look good. You look good. You're having a good week, it looks like, and you're getting offers. All right, so happy birthday, Cancer. On to Aries. Hi, Aries. What up, Buttercup? Let's see what's going on with you guys this week. Also, Aries, I dropped your July monthly. It goes into every aspect of your life, career, money, personal goals, things like that. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's in the July playlist. You're the only video there so far. What do we have for Aries this week? 2 more shuffles, and then I'll resume the love readings in a few when I get back. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my awesome Aries. Okay, Aries, your person's feelings this week, we had Judgment, major for Scorpio. Right off the bat, someone's wanting to talk to you about something important, Aries. Their view of you this week, the Knight of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Their behavior and actions with you this week, the 6 of Wands. Someone's giving you a lot of attention this week. Someone really wants to shower you with a lot of, just a lot of compliments, a lot of attention. It feels like this could be someone trying to take you out on a date. It feels like it's in that early stages. And someone's like getting the courage to ask you out, and they're texting you saying, hey, can we talk? It feels like someone really wants to explore something with you. What is Aries' feelings? The 5 of Pentacles. You're not so certain that you want to accept their offer. What's the overall energy? The Empress. Aries, I feel like around this time frame, your overall energy is showing me that you are happy, you're taking good care of the things that matter in your life, and you have your life the way you want it. And it feels like you got someone that's trying to come into your life in a romantic way. But with your feelings being the 5 of Pentacles, you're not so certain that that would be a stable choice. So let's find out if that's actually the answer you give this person, or if you change your mind throughout the week. So let's take a look. Let's start with this person's feelings for you. We have the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card could also simply be asking for a second chance. Some of you, Aries, may have already given this person a chance to take you out or go towards something more romantic, and maybe you felt like they didn't, do what you were hoping that they would do, and they're asking for another chance. Why the Judgment card? Oh, it gave me 2 cards. The Star and the High Priestess. You got someone that has a lot of hope and faith that if you were to spend some time with them, you'd see that you guys are really good together. This person may be watching your social media privately. The High Priestess can sometimes be someone watching your social media under private mode, so you don't see them showing up in your list of stories, things like that. But for others, it does feel like this person is keeping some things to themselves and getting ready to offload it when you guys do talk together, okay? But someone wants to get close with you around this time frame. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like someone's reaching out to you around this time frame, wanting to get this going with you. So let's take a look at why you feel the 5 of Pentacles. Some of you, Aries, may have already attempted. I'm getting a sign message. For some of you, this is someone that you like, but maybe you feel like they need to focus on their finances and less on the relationship. Because it shows me a card that says out of funds. And you may feel like this person doesn't have the money to be taking you out when they should be focusing on their money. Because over here, you're abundant. That could be vice versa. Why the 5 of Pentacles? The Magician and the 9 of Swords. So Aries, it feels like you're in manifestation mode around this time frame with that Magician, and you're possibly worried that bringing this person into your life might interrupt with the goals that you are creating for yourself right now, and you don't want to lose the momentum. But I am getting here that you do feel some sort of romantic pull towards this person, but there's a part of you that's wondering if you should just leave it alone. I got the Lovers card here, indicating that there is a spark between the two of you. There is a mutual, all right, I feel this, I know that you feel it too, but you're possibly wondering if this is someone that you're not compatible with right now. Or you just may be feeling like the timing is not correct for you to give your attention to this. With the Knight of Wands, for how they're viewing you as a very passionate person, someone very carefree, someone that's very attractive, very charismatic. Clarify that Knight of Wands for how this person sees Aries this week. They might also be looking at you as non-committal, because the Knight of Wands does get the reputation of being non-committal. The Tower and the King of Pentacles. Aries, this person sees you as a moneymaker, a hard worker, and then I see the Queen of Wands, which is your court card. They see you doing a lot for yourself, but when it comes to this relationship, the Tower could be saying that you are being seen as someone that's just letting something just fall. You're not really trying to keep the relationship up. You're letting the Tower hit, and you're just swiftly just going into a different direction. At least that's their image of you. This person wants your attention big time. And it feels like this person is going to make a lot of attempts this week to get your attention with that Six of Wands. Whether it's posting things on your social media page. If you don't have social media, this is someone texting you a lot throughout the week, just wanting to fill you in on what they're up to, just so that they can like keep that momentum going where you're getting used to expecting to hear from them on a regular basis. It's like this person is trying to make certain that you are becoming conditioned to expecting communication from them. It will help you guys to build something is what they're trying to aim for. Why the Six of Wands? The Five of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Aries, it feels like all their attempts to get your attention or to give you attention doesn't end up working out for them the way that they were hoping, to the point where they might start to get a little bit more strategic with that, with the Five of Swords. Because the Five of Swords is that energy of, you know, willing to like get a little bit sneaky about how they're getting attention. Like trying to get a reaction out of you, even if it's a negative reaction, just to get attention from you. It's kind of what I'm getting off of that. Like if you're ignoring somebody, or if you're not as sociable with someone and they're trying to get you to respond to them and you're not doing it, they might say something that might irritate you just to get some sort of reaction out of you if they're feeling ignored. But with the Queen of Pentacles showing up here, I don't feel like you're going to give the reaction that they're hoping to get from you. It starts off with good intentions off of this person, but then desperation hits and someone is feeling just kicked to the side, and they might start to like say things that might hurt the bond any further. So let's clarify the Empress. Ace of Cups, and I got the Two of Cups. Ooh, Aries, wait a minute. Oh, all right, plot twist. Plot twist. Aries, who's this person now showing up? You got a different person that just showed up altogether. Now I feel like I'm getting an understanding of what's happening here, Aries. You're focusing on some sort of new romantic connection, and this is an ex trying to come back. And you don't want anything to do with no exes. Oh, it all makes sense now, because the Judgment card can be my can you forgive me card. Can I have a second chance? Can we reconcile? But over here, you look like you're watering some sort of new opportunity with the Two of Cups and Ace of Cups. Some of you, Aries, may have already set your sights on somebody else, and you've got a past person reaching out wanting to see if you're up, see if you want to meet up and talk and hang out, and you're over here not even paying attention to it because you're already focusing on somebody else. At least that's what's coming through all of a sudden. I could be mistaken, or that could be for a select few of you, and other Aries, maybe you're open to this, but this is kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, Aries, the more I'm getting into this reading, you have your sights set on someone else. There's a mutual interest there with that Two of Cups, Ace of Cups. And you got this other person trying to hit you up this week, and you're like not even engaging with it. So you might even have their number blocked. Okay, and that could explain why someone's watching you from a private profile with that High Priestess showing me someone scrolling on someone's, Facebook, Instagram under a different account. You may have blocked them. And it makes sense why that Five of Swords is here now. Some of you Aries may feel like someone tried their best to get a reaction out of you after you weren't responding, and then they took it too far and you blocked them, and now they're trying to get a hold of you this week, but it looks like you've already started building a connection elsewhere, and it looks like it could go far. All right, you look really happy here. The Empress plants what grows, and that could indicate that there's an Emperor lurking nearby. Wow. All right, I didn't expect that. Didn't expect that plot twist. Yeah, look at that, walking away. Aries, I feel like you walked away from whoever this person is that's coming towards you, and a third person already entered the scene, and that could be who you're giving attention to around this time frame, who you're very happy about, it looks like. So someone's coming to you a little too late for apologies. You've already started talking to somebody else. Power couple. Still standing in reverse. You didn't let hard times become a breaking point. This is a love that deepens with every test. Aries, what I'm getting off of you is that you don't want a relationship where you guys are still standing. You want a relationship where you're thriving. You don't want the relationships where it's constantly a battle, constantly hard work, and just a lot of ups and downs. You want one where you just feel like you're thriving and just feeling so happy. And it looks like you're choosing to walk away from connections that feel more karmic in nature to choose the path of a more like simple but still exciting type of relationship. Now, even long-term healthy relationships can have karmic lessons. But what you're telling me, Aries, is that the connection that you're walking away from felt like it was only harsh lessons and no good experiences. So Aries, it looks like around this time frame, you're connecting with someone new, it feels like, and an old connection is trying to come back into your life around this time frame, and you may not even be aware of it. You only know about it because it's showing up in this reading, but you may not even be aware of it if you've got their number blocked. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Taurus, a Libra, a Venus in Cancer, a Scorpio, strong Scorpio, Aquarius, someone with Chiron in Taurus. All right, so I hope that helps. Do check out your July monthly, Aries, and enjoy your weekend. On to Taurus. What? You guys, don't forget I write backwards because the YouTube app is mirrored. So I'm writing backwards right now. So please excuse the really messy handwriting. When I'm not writing backwards, I've got really nice handwriting. All right. 1 second, Rooney. Oh, I love that refresher. Oh, I got a hair tickling me. To the nearly 400 people in the chat, will you rock that like button for your girl? I greatly appreciate it. All right, what do we have for Taurus this week? What do we have for Taurus this week? What do we have for Taurus this week for the next 7 days? Who's on their mind? What's their story? What's their connection look like this week? 2 more shuffles for Taurus. 1, 2, too. Let's rock this and deck for my terrific Taurians. All right, so your person on your mind, what their feelings are. We have the Queen of Swords, could be an air sign. Make some more space over here. Their view of you, Ace of Pentacles. Their behavior and actions, the King of Cups. Your feelings for this person, the Eight of Pentacles. And the overall energy this week is the King of Pentacles, Taurus's court card, influenced by the Knight of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. All right, Taurus, it feels like you've got someone that is trying their best this week to show you that they're emotionally invested, but they're still coming off like they're not, how can I explain that? The King of Cups as someone's behavior and actions towards you is showing me that someone is trying to lead in with a gentle approach to this. Someone is trying to be very emotionally supportive over you, emotionally caring towards you, but they may feel like there's no compassion for what they've got going on. And they're possibly feeling like you're focusing on everything that they're doing wrong and not focusing on maybe that there's something going on with their life right now that is taking a toll on them. Because the King of Cups is telling me that this person cares about you deeply. And they're showing up the best that they can, but it looks like they may be going through something that you're not possibly aware of, and they want you to be aware of it, but they may feel like you're not coming to them with, like, it's like they feel like you don't notice that they're going through something and you're just focusing on what's happening with you. I mean, that could be something where normally you do pay attention to them, but you may feel like it's always about them. And you're like, what about me? Why do I always have to check in on you? And you may feel like you want that same compassion in return. That could definitely be the case. But right now, this person is just telling me that they feel like the connection between the two of you is lost, even though that they're here and they want to be here. They just feel like you're only paying attention to the negative aspects of what they're doing and not focusing on the good stuff. But they're repeatedly telling me that there's more going on in their life if you were to ask them. Because when I look at this card, I see someone that does love and care about you, King of Cups. But they're like on autopilot right now. They're on autopilot. And they're kind of hoping that you're going to ask them what's going on with them. Even though Taurians are usually pretty good with spotting when someone's going through something and being caring, they may just feel like you're not doing that. Because when I pull their feelings for you, they're telling me that they feel like you're critical. And that you're quick to tell them to like get over it. Why the Queen of Swords for how this person is feeling towards Taurus? Page of Pentacles. They may feel like you're all about money right now, all about stability, all about, gifts and material stuff, and that they're not feeling love from you right now. It's like they're feeling like the connection is more transactional right now than emotional. And that could be why they're feeling down right now. They may feel like you don't really love them and that you're there for superficial reasons. Page of Cups. Page of Cups on the bottom is telling me that they feel like, yes, you do care about them, but almost not as much as you care about other things going on in your life right now. You know what, Taurus? It kind of feels like this person may just be having a bad week and projecting it onto you the more I dive into this, because I'm not seeing that off of you. Because the Eight of Pentacles is showing me that you're consistently putting in a lot of effort and work to be there for this person, but that maybe someone's priorities may have recently changed. Because when I look at this card, it shows me low battery for you. Like you're doing a lot on a low battery yourself, but you're still doing what you need to do. Are you guys a married couple? Why do I feel like you guys are a married couple who are just like nonstop working, nonstop taking care of everything? You don't have much time for your relationship, and the romantic aspect is being neglected right now. And if you guys are not married or living together or sharing household responsibilities or rent, mortgage together, then it could be that on an independent level, you both are constantly busy right now and not being able to check in on the relationship as much as you would like, and someone's feeling emotionally neglected. That's strongly what I'm getting. Someone's feeling like you don't care about them anymore because there's all these other priorities happening. Wow. All right, so let's dive into your true feelings, Taurus. You got the Eight of Pentacles. When the Eight of Pentacles shows up as your feelings for someone, that's telling me that you feel like they are putting in effort, but it just doesn't feel like anything's improving right now. Why the Eight of Pentacles? The Three of Wands and the Chariot. This is kind of similar to what I had for Cancer. This is kind of similar to what I had for Cancer, where you're there, you're giving to the situation, Taurus, but it's like you're energetically preparing your exit plan if you need to. Like you're already like having your backup plan in case one moment you decide enough is enough, I don't want to do this anymore with this person. It's kind of what I'm getting off of this. It's kind of what I'm getting off of this. It's like you want to make certain that you're cared for, your needs are all met if you decide to make this decision on a last minute basis. It feels like I'm tapping into a Taurus that is now shifting from the relationship aspect and focusing more on your resources, your money, your career, to make certain that you're always, you know, got you covered if you had to pull away from this person. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles, please, for how they see Taurus this week. It's like they're viewing you as only checking in on them when it comes to, hey, did you pay that bill the other night? Hey, did you do this? And not like wanting to be affectionate with them. Ten of Cups, okay. Seven of Pentacles. All right, I get the meat and potatoes now. Taurus, what this person may be needing time to understand is that you're doing a lot of work for the family, for the relationship to thrive. And that it's not that you don't care about this person, is that you do, but you're someone that thinks about the 3D aspects of life and relationships, whereas this person may be thinking about the emotional aspects of life and relationships. You guys have two different priorities in regards to wanting the same sort of goal for the relationship. Like think of that married couple where one is always thinking about the financial resources for the family, making sure, you know, the bills are paid, the money's in the bank, and then the other person is always thinking about doctor's appointments and the children's feelings, making sure everyone has their therapy appointment scheduled, things like that. One's focusing on more practical matters, the other one is focusing on the more nurturing side of things. So Taurus, it feels like you and this person really do want to be there for each other, but you both have your mind focusing on different areas of the relationship, and it's kind of clashing around this time frame. It's kind of what I'm strongly getting. So let's dive into this person's feelings or their behavior. We got the King of Cups. Is my microphone on? I'm like paranoid with that after what happened the other day. Can you guys, or the other week, can you tell me if my microphone is working fine? I'm always on edge. It is? All right, good. Why the King of Cups? The Knight of Swords. With the Knight of Swords, clarifying the King of Cups, Taurus, you've got someone that's getting ready to tell you how they feel and then some. You got someone that does not want to quit this, does not want to lose out on this, and they're figuring out some ways that you guys can move forward together. Okay? Is what I'm strongly getting. This person is getting ready to share everything, even if it gets like a negative reaction from you at first. Six of Wands could tell me that this could have a happy outcome here. Six of Wands is Jupiter in Leo, and Jupiter goes into Leo on June 30th, which is this week. So with the Six of Wands being here, which is Jupiter in Leo, it could be saying that you and this person could have a really good outcome this week. I just feel like someone's just feeling not emotionally validated right now. So let's clarify that King of Pentacles. Ten of Wands and Justice and the Ten of Pentacles. Taurus, What I'm strongly getting here is that you and this person are either already in a committed relationship or married, or you guys have been building towards that, and you both may have been under a lot of pressure recently, and you guys have been just trying to get everything done the way you need to, and that maybe the romantic aspect of the connection kind of fell to the wayside, but it looks like you guys are going to find your way back. It looks like you guys are going to find your way back. I got this Emperor energy showing up as someone that's not wanting to quit, but may just feel like they need a little bit of a break. It feels like you guys need to, take some time out together. All right? So it feels like you guys are already committed to each other and just feeling like your emotional needs are being neglected, but that you guys figure it out. All right. Sharing space, whether it's moving in or feeling like home in each other's presence, you're aligning on a domestic level. That's what I got this entire time, Taurus. It feels like you guys already live together. And if you're not, you guys are making those plans to move in with each other, and you both are thinking about different aspects of how this will all work, and you both are clashing in regards to what needs to be focused on the most, is what I'm strongly getting. Like, if this is someone that you're not living with right now, Taurus, it looks like you guys are making that plan, and you guys are focusing on different things, and it's making another person feel like you guys are not in sync right now. But I feel like it's temporary. I feel like you guys are going to find your way to get in sync with each other again. On the bottom, doing the work. Growth is happening behind the scenes, healing patterns, owning truth, and unlearning survival mode. Someone may have been on survival mode up to this point where they didn't have time to check in on feelings and things like that when you got to get up for work each morning and then come home and do laundry. It's like not everyone has time for that, but someone's trying to make time for it. All right, so you could be dealing with a Libra, a Cancerian, a fellow Taurus, Gemini, Libra. All right, on to Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's take a look at you for the next 7 days. What do we have for Gemini this week? What do we have for Gemini this week? Two more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful Gemmy Gems. All right, Gemini, your person's feelings this week. We have the 8 of Wands. I absolutely love this card. I absolutely love that card. This person's view of you. King of Swords, air energy. Their behavior and actions. We have the 8 of Swords. This person's got some repeated 8s surrounding them. The number 8 is coming up significant for them. Gemini's feelings for this person, the 10 of Cups, beautiful. And the overall energy, the King of Pentacles. Influenced by the Knight of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. All right, this looks good. I need to find out why this person's behaving in the 8 of Swords, but everything else looks fine. So Gemini, you've got someone feeling the 8 of Wands for you. When that shows up, that's telling me that someone races to your phone calls, gets excited when they see your name show up on their cell phone. This is someone that's really motivated by you. As I'm saying that, I see the Ace of Swords. Whoever this person is, Gemini, they really look forward to hearing your insights. They're telling me that you've got a very sharp mind and that whenever you're talking about things, they're just like all ears. That they really like hearing about your view on things, your view on the world around you. They just feel like you're different. There's a term for that, sapiosexual, I think it's called, where you get really like drawn to someone romantically because of their mind. I could be using the wrong term. I discovered that a while back and I just keep on forgetting the term. Why the 8 of Wands? We have the 5 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. For some of you Geminis, For some of you Geminis, this person may feel like you switch up on them from time to time and it throws them off, where they don't always know what to expect from you. And that could explain why the Eight of Swords is their behavior. Gemini, it's like this person's saying that there's moments where they get the feeling that you're just as motivated, if not more, about the relationship with them. And then there's other times where you might switch up and act very emotionally cold and emotionally detached, where they start to question whether you're as into them as they are. All right, it's kind of what I'm getting. That explains why the Eight of Swords is here. And they don't want to quit this. They can't quit. They feel like they're already so attached to this situation to where if they were to leave now, it would take a while to, like, you know, adjust. Because with the Eight of Wands being their feelings for you, that's excitement, that's passion, that's feeling alive when you're around somebody. And the Eight of Swords is the energy of, did I just overthink everything? Am I the only one that's falling for the relationship? It's like this person feels like you switch up on them and they get confused by your intentions. They're viewing you as the King of Swords, which is telling me that they view you as someone very sharp, someone very witty, someone very intelligent, but that you could also be emotionally cold too. With your feelings for this person being the Ten of Cups, you're telling me that you care about them deeply. In fact, I got the Queen of Cups staring at me, showing me that you may already love this person, but they're feeling like things aren't consistent with you. And that sometimes they wonder if this is all worth it, the inconsistency. Because the more I dive into this person's feelings, the Knight of Wands came out with it. The Knight of Wands gets a reputation of being casual in their relationships, looking for a fling in their relationships, looking for a situationship more than longevity, all right? But that King of Pentacles is showing me that there's times where there's consistency and a chance that this could go the distance. So Gemini, it feels like around this time frame, this person feels like you're wishy-washy with them. This person feels like you're wishy-washy with them at times. Wow, all right, 225 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Gemini, this person may feel like you're wishy-washy with them at times. And they're getting really stressed out because they don't want to lose this. This person feels like they're already like too far into the situation to back out now, but they're kind of hoping that you settle into some sort of like routine with them, but in the exciting aspect. So we'll get into that. Let's dive into your feelings because you look happy with them. You really do. You look happy with them. I'm not getting anything off of you that suggests that you're uncertain about this person. So maybe you don't realize that you may be coming off this way to them. And then I see the Queen of Swords. Okay. All right. There she is. I guess there is times, Gemini, where you do start to get a little bit critical of this person. And it shows in like this feeling of being indifferent. Like, Gemini, you might be one of those types of people that you come off very warm and inviting and very fun to be around. But when there's something going on that you don't like, or something going on where you're like, that doesn't make sense, you might not realize that you give off the vibe of, you know, I don't care about you at all. Like you're the twin. You represent the twin. There might be, like I've been told that I've got resting bee face when I'm not smiling. All right? So people make assumptions that I am standoffish, that I am thinking I'm better than anybody, when it's the opposite. I'm just socially awkward. All right? People assume that I don't care. But when I'm smiling, it's obvious that I'm happy to be there. So Gemini, you might have one of those situations where when you're feeling uncomfortable in a situation, or you don't feel like you fit in the social setting that is being presented, you might come off as you know, irritable or just not wanting to be there. Something like that. Someone's making some assumptions on your character. But it does feel like, you know, for you, there could be some truth to it because you're coming in as the King of Swords and now I see the Queen of Swords. You're very smart. Whoever you are, Gemini, you're very smart. And when someone's acting dumb, I feel like you have trouble hiding that. I love that about you guys, though. Don't change. Geminis can't hide when they feel like someone said something dumb. It's like, did you really think that and then said that? So this person may feel like you are critical of them. Why the King of Swords for how they're viewing Gemini? The World card. They view you as like being someone that is just quick to like close things out if you don't feel like there's any more to grow from the experience. But the World card as being how they view you also shows me that they view you as being their world. So it's like they're viewing you as someone that if you guys were to continue giving to this, they would feel like they are the luckiest person in the world. But they also view you as someone that's quick to shutting that door if you don't like what you're seeing without any notice. It's like they're scared shitless that you're someone that would quickly cut them off moment's notice. And they're scared. They're on edge. But because of those moments where they feel really good and excited to talk to you, that's what's keeping them motivated to keep on trying. It's like you got them addicted to when you're in that mood, that bubbly mood, that playful, flirty mood, and that they want more of it. But when you emotionally withdraw from them, it's like they'll stare at their phone for hours hoping that you'll send them a funny little text to confirm that you're still happy with them. It's like this person's looking at their phone thinking, oh, Gemini, please show me a happy emoji so I know that you're not mad at me or that you're not getting ready to ghost me. It's kind of what I'm getting off of them. They stare at their phone a lot hoping that, I feel like you got an overthinker here. I feel like you got maybe an overthinker here. Why the 8 of Swords? 5 of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. All right, so Gemini, what I'm kind of getting here is that this person wants a new beginning with you. They really do. But I'm wondering if they're projecting onto you because of an ex situation. Now we're getting somewhere. Someone's comparing you to a situation involving an ex where an ex just cut them out really quickly with no notice, and they're scared that you're going to do the same thing, possibly because you may have similarities to a past person, and they're assuming that that's the same result from that experience. Gemini, you got someone that's really into you, and they just need a little bit more reassurance, it feels like. But if you've already been giving them a lot of reassurance, then you can only do so much. But I do feel like there is times where maybe they do say something that doesn't sit right by you, and your face shows it. Your face shows it. And they take that personally. This is someone that doesn't want to upset you, and just seeing you looking annoyed with them hurts them a lot. But you're not going to be fake. Geminis are not going to be fake. They're not going to be fake, you know. So I don't feel like you guys are on the way out. It looks like you guys are sticking this through. But I do feel like this person needs to, like, not stress about every like micro facial expression you make. It's like this person is so, it's like this person might study your body language a lot and just, you know, get really worried. 4 of Pentacles. This person's holding on to you tightly and they don't want to let go. It's like they have this fear that you're getting ready to leave. But Gemini, I don't see you going anywhere. I see you happy with this person and maybe not aware that you might come off this way to them. So maybe knowing that might be able to give you some insight on how to, like, approach the situation with this person. Doesn't mean change who you are, but like if you catch yourself like looking at them in a critical way, maybe like be more aware of that if it's not your intention. All right, anything else? The Lover's card and the King of Cups. Yeah, Gemini, you got this person really into you, really emotionally invested, and this person is not quite so certain that you're the same. But now I got the King and Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So I feel like you guys could actually make it through this if you guys keep communication open and clear, because it looks like you both want each other. But this person's got a lot of assumptions being thrown that might end up irritating you and making you want to leave if you feel like you have to like tiptoe around how you act. So yeah, feels like this could have a chance to work. Comfortability. This is the kind of connection that doesn't require performing. You can be messy, quiet, soft, or strong and still feel accepted. I feel like you both accept each other for your quirks and things like that. I just feel like this person may be overthinking, thinking that, you know, you're not as comfortable as, you know, this person is comfortable with you, but not when you have that sudden switch up. I hope I'm making sense about that switch up. I feel like you may already know what I'm getting at, Gemini. All right. It's like going from bubbly to being kind of, you know, quiet as heck. All right, so this connection has potential, Gemini. I do see it. But this person is like fearing that they're more into you than you are to them. Oh, I didn't even notice that the Wheel of Fortune card came out. The Wheel of Fortune is all about expect the unexpected, okay? That if something's meant to move forward, it's going to move forward, to have hope and faith that whatever's will be, will be. Someone needs to let go of attachment to an outcome here and just go with the flow. All right, so you could be dealing with a fellow air sign. I have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in this reading. I have Taurus and a little bit of Leo. All right, on to Leo. All right, we're on to Leo now. Hi, Leo. Hold on, I need a Burt's Bees break. Cancer, if you're waiting for your turn, I did yours first. It's at the very beginning, okay? Because it's your birthday season. All right, what do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo for the next 7 days? Leo. What do we have for Leo? 2 more shuffles? 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my lovely Leos. All right, Leo, your person's feelings. We have the 9 of Cups. Oh, did I just miss somebody? Thank you. Thank you so much, Tracy. I appreciate that. Oh, I definitely will enjoy my time off. I'm so excited. What is this person's view of Leo? We have the 7 of Swords. Their behavior and actions with Leo, the Knight of Swords. And Leo's feelings for this person, the 9 of Swords. And the overall energy this week is the Queen of Wands, Leo's court card. Look at that. Influencing that is the 5 of Wands and the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. You both have number 9 in your feelings for each other, by the way. Number 9. Leo, this person feels like you are more focused on your own needs right now and avoiding them. And when I look at this Queen of Wands card, it shows me main character energy or main character mode. So this person may be feeling like you're more focused on yourself this week than the connection itself. Because when I pull their feelings for you, it shows me the 9 of Cups and it shows me self-care. Okay? Showing me that this person feels like you're all about filling up your own cup, hanging out with your friends, doing you know, things for yourself that, you know, makes you feel good on an independent level. Because with the 7 of Swords being how they're viewing you, They're viewing you as being a little bit, protective over your time and not really giving them much access to you. Denying them access to you. Not being as sociable, not being as forthcoming about where you're going, who you're talking to, what your plans are, that you're all about yourself this week with that Queen of Wands. And then with your feelings being the Nine of Swords, you may be feeling like this connection has been bringing you in more stress than happiness, where you're considering pulling back aggressively. That's what I'm getting anyways, but let's see. Because I am getting someone showing up here trying their best to get your attention romantically and may feel like their efforts are not being met with the response that they're hoping from you. They're feeling like you're all about you and your own things right now. Why the Nine of Cups for how they feel about Leo this week? The Page of Cups. This person really wants to talk to you, but they feel like you have no desire to be around them or communicate with them. You've got someone that's developing feelings for you, Leo, but they're scared that you're not developing feelings for them. And it shows me someone waiting on a text. I look at this phone, and it shows me that someone double texted you, and then that you're still kind of typing. Here, let me show you a close-up. Right there. This person sent you a double text, and those little ellipses show you still thinking about what you want to type in return. And if you look at this card's art depiction, you're sitting there thinking about what you want to text in return. Look how it all synced up. So Leo, it feels like this person's messaging you this week, and you may not respond right away, and then they send you another message to which you're not sure how you want to respond to them. Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this person really likes you, Leo. They really like you, but they don't feel like you're as focused on them. So let's take a look at your feelings, and then I'll get right back into their feelings some more. Your feelings for this person is the Nine of Swords. You may feel like you may need to stay single for a little bit, that the relationship has been adding more stress than value. Why the Nine of Swords? Seven of Wands, Leo energy, you're protecting your peace. Leo, I'm repeatedly getting the same message that around this time frame you're wanting to be selfish, but not in a selfish way, but because you're always selfless. It's like around this time frame, Leo, you may be realizing that you are giving way too much of your time and effort and resources to the people around you, and that you're just trying to do for yourself around this time frame. And right here it shows do not disturb on your phone. So you may have put your phone on do not disturb, and this person's not getting a response from you around this time frame. And you look really happy right here. The Magician, Six of Pentacles, and then I see the Six of Swords. Tell me more about how Leo feels, and then we'll get back into this other person. The Star. Leo, when it comes to this person, I feel like you do have this hope and faith that everything will happen the way it needs to, but you're not putting pressure on yourself. Ace of Swords is perhaps telling me that you're having a mental breakthrough around this time frame on what you really need for yourself. Dive into this person's feelings some more for Leo. The Devil. This person's feeding a lot of fear right now in regards to you, Leo. This person's feeding a lot of friggin' fear. You got this person maybe that's why you're stepping back, Leo. Maybe you feel like someone put way too much, way too much onto your shoulders in regards to this relationship, and you may be feeling like it's overwhelming you. Maybe at one point this person was someone fun to be around, fun to talk to, but then it became more of feeling obligated to always respond to every text, respond to every, like, everything, to where you may have felt like you were putting too much time onto making sure that this person's needs were met, that you may have felt like you weren't taking good care of you. That could be vice versa. But it feels like I'm reading for a Leo that put a lot of, like, effort into this relationship, and something told you that you were leaving nothing left for yourself. And now around this time frame, you're like, F that. I need to put more effort on myself. What was I doing? So Leo, around this time frame with the 8 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles, you're going back and forth trying to figure out if you want to continue giving to this situation with this person, or if this is a sign to pull away and maybe just focus on staying single for a little bit. I'm also getting a side message that I have a Leo here that at one point you were really consumed with this person, you were really into this person, to where you did, you know, allow this person to occupy your mind a lot in your day-to-day. And it's like you're coming back to the realization that maybe you were a little bit too into this relationship, and that you felt like it was imbalanced in regards to what you were getting from them versus what you were giving them. It's like I'm tapping into a Leo that's like, holy smokes, I was giving this much to this situation. What was I getting? All right. Maybe you're realizing that you were giving a little bit too much of yourself to this person, and it was taking away from you strongly. It feels like I have a Leo that's like, self-love time is needed. You're trying to figure out, do I stay and just focus on myself a little bit more, or do I not stay and still focus on myself a bit more? This person is viewing you as kind of denying them access to you as much as you used to give them. All right? Being more protective over your time, being more secretive about who you're hanging out with, where you're going, and it's like you felt like this person knew too much about everything. Why the 7 of Swords, Moon in Aquarius? The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles clarifying the 7 of Swords for how they're viewing you. They're viewing you as someone that was putting in a lot of consistent effort, and all of a sudden you're not. Like you just stopped out of nowhere. You stopped trying, you stopped giving. And the bags under your eyes in this art depiction may be suggesting it's because it wasn't replenishing you in return. When we give to situations and don't get anything in return, it will drain us. It would drain us. Like, we don't give to get anything in return, but after a while, if you're giving and giving and giving and you're not getting the same in return, it wears you out. It really wears you out. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, boss. Thank you, Boss Lise. You are awesome. So it just feels like I'm tapping into a Leo that's like, if I don't get reciprocation, I'm not giving anymore. So you're choosing yourself around this time frame, and this person is having a trouble with it because they were benefiting off of you putting yourself last. But I'm still getting that this person cares about you, but they've gotten really entitled to everything that you were giving. And then I look at the bottom, and it says the Strength card, which is Major Arcana for Leo, and it says you're stronger than you think. Some of you Leos may have felt like you had to overextend yourself, overgive to show your value, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be seen as valuable. That may be a childhood wound. Justice, Libra energy. The Fool. Leo, what I'm kind of getting off of you is that you would give to this situation more if you knew that this was going to be balanced and fair and equal. Because the Justice card is coming in for what's fair, what's equal, what's just, and you may feel like it wasn't balanced. You were doing all the emotional labor, all the, labor towards the relationship, and you just felt like it wasn't worth it to you. I said this recently, so I'll say it again. It's kind of giving, you know what? I said it during Aries' reading for their monthly. It's kind of giving if if your anxiety goes through the roof in a negative way whenever you see someone's phone show up on your, or see someone's contact show up on your phone, it's time to cut that connection loose. Something about this person, Leo, tells me that originally seeing their name show up on your phone would get you excited, get you all, excited to talk to them. But after a while, it started to give you anxiety. Your nervous system started to negatively react to this person's name showing up in your phone, to where it's a sign to like pull away. So diving into this person's actions towards you, it shows me someone is not giving up trying to get a hold of you. The Knight of Swords is someone kind of relentless when it comes to wanting to get their information out, wanting to be heard. So if you're not responding to this person, they're finding other ways of trying to get your attention. Why the Knight of Swords? The Ten of Pentacles. This person wants you in their life. They want you in their life, and they want you to agree to some terms and conditions. And that's where Leo is like, I'm not going to agree to terms and conditions that only benefit you and not benefit the both of us. Why do I feel like I'm reading for a married Leo that felt like their spouse had them do everything? Work, take care of the kids, take care of the house, and then also take care of their spouse's needs, and you didn't get anything in return. And if you're not married, it feels like you've got someone that really wants a future with you because they see the benefit. But it feels like I'm tapping into a Leo that's like, yeah, because I self-abandoned my own needs to make you comfortable. Of course you're going to benefit from that. But I didn't benefit from that. In fact, I'm ticked off that I even did that in the first place. So Leo, it feels like you're in main character mode. Clarify that Queen of Wands, please. The Queen of Swords and Judgment. Clarifying the Queen of Wands tells me that you're getting some sort of call from this person or text where this person's going to want another chance. But the Queen of Swords is kind of telling me that you're letting them know that you're letting it go. That you're upset that someone would be okay taking from you and not wanting to give back in return and think that that's fair. So you're questioning someone who took advantage of you. It's like if someone naturally cares about you, they're going to notice, oh wait, Leo has been doing so much for me and I haven't done anything. Hold up, let me do something for them now. Someone who mutually cares will notice that and want to do different. But someone who doesn't mutually care will be like, wow, Leo's doing all this. I ain't doing shit in return. This is nice. Anything else for Leo this week? The Emperor and the Chariot and the Six of Cups. So Leo, I do feel like you're gaining control around this time frame. You're noticing where things are just not working for you and doing something about it. All right, and moving forward with that Chariot. So Leo, it feels like around this time frame you're choosing yourself. You're choosing yourself because you feel like you're burnt out with giving to a relationship that's not giving back to you. And it feels like you're going to have a really good summer if that's what you're doing, because I see new love heading your way if that's what you're doing. I see a lot of Leos entering new romantic contracts, possibly by your solar return, which is coming up in a few weeks. All right, so let's get the hidden messages. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Capricorn, a fellow Leo, a Cancer, a Libra. Making bank. Financial flow is increasing. A new level of wealth, power, and confidence is activating. Leo, the more your confidence in yourself increases, the more your bank account increases with it. That self-love is very valuable, more than people realize. Self-love is not just for happiness in your romantic relationships. Self-love really helps you build up your bank account because confident people align with abundance. Ride or die. This is about unwavering loyalty, the kind that stays through thick and thin. If you've got a ride or die by your side, cherish and defend it fiercely. Leo, with your confidence going up, I'm strongly getting that you've got a ride or die heading your way, someone that would want you to feel nurtured and cared for the way that you do for them, and wouldn't want it to be a one-sided transaction. So Leo, if you feared that leaving this person would lead to you being single forever, guess again. Because once you choose your own self and your happiness and want what's better for you, the universe is going to align you with someone who you deserve. But you have to make that decision to want better than what you're receiving in order to get better than what you're receiving. I love this. I love this. So just by choosing yourself and wanting better for yourself, your love life improves, plus your bank account. So Leo, it looks like around your solar return, your love life starts to improve is what I'm kind of getting off of that. And your bank. So that is for you. On to Virgo. Oh my goodness, come on girl, get together. Hi Virgo, what up buttercups? All right, what do we have for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo this week? Next 7 days for Virgo. Two more shuffles for Virgo. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my vivacious Virgos. All right, Virgo, your person's feelings for you this week. We had the Page of Cups. Their view of you this week, we have the Strength card. Their behavior and actions, we have the Two of Wands. Ooh, I like this. This is like the start of something new forming. You've got someone that can't stop thinking about you, Virgo. They've got a crush on you big time. And what they're attracted to you the most is your confidence and your like how you carry yourself. It's like this person sees you as someone very strong and like you can take good care of yourself. What is Virgo's feelings for this person? Justice, Libra energy. And the overall energy is the Chariot, Matrix for Cancer. And then I see the Lover's card influencing that. Virgo, this looks good. It looks like you and another person this week may be taking your connection from like that early cutesy stage to something more, all right, is this where it's going? Stage. And for the Virgos that are already in that romantic dynamic with this person already, well, feelings are developing is what it looks like. Feelings are developing. I just need to find out why the Justice card is your feelings, because it's not really a romantic card compared to what they have for you. But what this could be telling me is that you're just trying to make certain that you're focusing on important details and not getting caught up in just lovey-dovey stuff. All right, so let's start with this person's feelings. Three of Cups, this person wants to date you. Some of you Virgos, you either recently met this person at a group gathering, and if you're single watching this week you could end up meeting someone for the first time that you hit it off with, and they go home just thinking about you all night long. Now that song, all night long, all night, just popped up in my head. There's this like Pamper commercial that uses that song, and that's why it's in my head. The Tower. Geez, Virgo, what did you do to this person? You got, no exaggeration, you got this person like staring at their phone waiting for you to hit respond every time that they text you. Like it's like watching water boil, waiting for Virgo to respond to a text is what they're kind of telling me. They're kind of telling me that you're a little bit slow at responding to messages, and it kind of like gets them wondering. So let's get your feelings. How does Virgo feel about this person? Some of you Virgos may be doing background checks on this person before going on any further dates. Sounds about right. sounds like Virgo, where you're just wanting to make certain that this person doesn't have any pending charges or, you know, any anything going on that could end up hurting you. It feels like this is that new of a connection, where you're looking at their social media accounts. King of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Hierophant. Virgo, the more you look into the situation, the more you like this person also. This looks like it could go somewhere. This whoever I'm tapping into this week, it looks like it could go somewhere. Like someone's really keeping your attention long enough for you to start to invest in it yourself. It feels good. It feels good. It feels like this could even lead to marriage for some of you with that combination of cards. Four of Wands, Hierophant, Justice, all three together, that's marriage. That's a strong emphasis on potential marriage for you and this person. With you being the Queen of Pentacles, you feel the King of Pentacles for this person, indicating that you may feel like this is like an ideal match for you and what you're trying to achieve. So let's take a look at why they view you as the Strength card. Why the Strength card? That's Leo energy. Some of you might be Leo, Virgo, cuspies. Ten of Wands. And the Two of Pentacles. This person, oh, there's the Queen of Pentacles. There we are. This person is acknowledging that they are viewing you as someone that hasn't always had it easy, but you got it all done. Like this person might view you as someone that didn't have all of the resources that maybe other people had before getting out into the real world, and you worked hard for everything that you've got. That you didn't depend on other people, and they like that the most about you. That you got the job done, even if you were given one nickel and you made it, you know, $20,000. So I was just talking about the Queen of Pentacles a second ago, and this is how they're viewing you this week, as someone that's very resourceful, that you are not a slacker, you're someone that puts in all of your effort, and they want that type of partnership from somebody. I got something similar off of Pisces recent reading I did on the individual reading, so I don't know if you're connecting with a Pisces, but it's showing me that this person views you as an ideal partner, someone that they know would not be a quitter, that would put in a lot of effort towards building a successful future and not expect things to always be easy. This person sees you as marriage material. At least what this person is viewing in regards to you, they just see you as someone that tries your best, that you are very confident in yourself, you're very strong. Are you sure that this is a new person in your life, Virgo? This kind of feels like someone that really knows you pretty well. So I'm wondering if this is someone that's been a friend up until this point, and now this person's feelings are coming from a platonic place to now exploring romance with you. That could be for some of you. Like this could be someone that already knows you pretty well, but now feelings are starting to mature into romance. Well, either way, you got someone that caught feelings for you, and they're making plans. They're making plans with you in it. Let's clarify that. Why the Two of Wands? Why the Two of Wands, please, for this person's behavior and actions? The Ten of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Their behavior and action shows me two paths that they could take. Two of Wands is either choosing the path to hold on to this and to build with you long term, or to just cut it out if they don't feel like you're as interested in what they're interested in. And that brings me back to what I said earlier over here, where this person might at times feel like you take a while to respond to their messages, leaving them wondering if they're the only one that caught feelings here. But I'm not getting that. I'm getting that you both caught feelings. Or it could happen this week if this is someone new in your life. But one of the paths could be that they will cut this connection loose if they feel like you're not feeling it the way that they are feeling it. all right? For some of you, if you're already in a relationship with each other, there could be something going on where someone kind of goes back and forth between being motivated about a future and then being very critical about themselves and what they can even achieve in a future. Could be what I'm getting to. So that could be where the back and forth might be coming from. I don't know if you're doing it, Virgo, or this person, where there's moments where someone's really hyped up and excited about the future and then switches up once someone gets in their head too much. But it looks like it's got potential. That's what I'm getting right now, so that's where I'm going to leave it at that. And then pull the hidden message. Travel partner. You found someone who travels at your pace. There's harmony in the way you navigate the world together. Yeah, if you guys can get on the same page, Virgo, this could end up turning into a very beautiful relationship where you guys experience more experiences together. If someone could get out of their head and not overthink something, this could actually work out pretty well. Troubled past in reverse. The past still lingers like smoke in the room. Even if it's buried, its energy hasn't left the building. Someone here may be, a little bit anxious because of their past, and it might kind of trickle into the relationship, but it doesn't have to. Because this looks like it has potential, but I also can see where someone might say, F this, they're not feeling it for me, I'm not going to be given to a one-sided relationship, and then cuts it off quickly. You never know when someone's going to do that. All right, so Virgo, you could be connecting to a fellow Virgo. I've got Taurus here, I got Libra here, Cancerian energy, and Gemini. Oh, and Leo. Leo's here. All right. Enjoy your weekend. On to Libra. Not doing today's live stream as long as I normally do because I'm about to go on a long road trip. And I gotta head out a little bit early. Hi, welcome, welcome. All right, what do we have for Libra this week? What do we have for Libra this week for the next 7 days, please? What do we have for Libra? The Two of Wands and the Four of Pentacles just wanted to hop out, Libra. We'll see if it comes back out. Someone is trying to make future plans here and maybe holding on to tightly, like making plans with a little bit of restlessness to it. 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my lovely Libras. All right, Libra, your person's feelings for you. We have the Page of Pentacles. Something's got potential. It looks like it could grow. Their view of you this week, we have the World card. Their behavior and actions, we have the Two of Pentacles. Your feelings for this person, the Queen of Wands, lovely. And the overall energy is the King of Wands. All right, I like that. This has potential, Libra. I also have the Star right underneath that. With your feelings being the Queen of Wands and the overall energy is the King of Wands, it looks like you and another person could really like jumpstart your connection and really turn it up. Because it feels like it's starting off as something maybe new that people are curious about, but there hasn't been really any huge plans made yet with that pentacle. But that pentacle talks about potential. But with the King and Queen of Wands getting involved, it feels like things start to get, go from like, I think this could work to this feels great. Because with the star influencing that, it starts to tell me that throughout the week ahead, someone starts to get more motivation in regards to some forward planning. Okay, someone starts to feel a bit more at ease about the whole situation because of how you guys are with each other. Like someone's feeling really comfortable. So let's clarify this person's feelings. We got the Page of Pentacles. And I just saw the Temperance card. Someone starts to feel more comfortable around someone as the week goes on. Why the Page of Pentacles, please? We have Judgment, major for Scorpio. And then we have the Chariot, major for Cancer. Yeah, Libra, it feels like you've got someone that really wants to talk to you about the plans that they're going over within themselves to see if you're on the same page. Yeah. You got someone coming in a little bit restless, though, a little bit nervous, and I'm wondering if it's because they're worried that you don't want the same plans, but it kind of looks like you do want the same plans. Okay, this person is getting prepared to have that conversation with you. So let's clarify your feelings. You've got the Queen of Wands. It's kind of feeling like someone appreciates how the other motivates them. Like someone feels like someone is really good motivator, like someone that, like for example, right here it shows me someone getting ready to apply for a job. And that King of Wands is feeling confident in their approach, and possibly because the Queen of Wands gave them a really good pep talk before that interview, things like that. Someone's feeling like someone inspires them, adds value to their life, and makes them feel like they can achieve a lot, and that's what they need in their life, someone that actually believes in them. Oh, Libra, this person may be telling me that up until this point, no one really like believed in them or showed it in any way. And they like how you are with them. They like how you show that, you know, like you're actually paying attention to what they're sharing with you. Clarify Libra's feelings. The King of Swords. So with the King of Swords being a clarifier to your feelings, and you're an air sign, it's showing me that you feel like you and this person have a really good connection when it comes to communication and sharing your thoughts, sharing your ideas with each other, and that there's also a lot of physical attraction. It's a nice balance. You guys have a nice balance with each other of that air and fire. Since air and fire are opposites, you guys are finding a way to balance it to where it doesn't, you know, come in and contrast each other. It blends in nicely. Clarify how they view Libra this week. Why the World card? This person views you as successful, and they are motivated by that. Because the World card, as how someone sees you, they're telling me that they view you as someone that has achieved a lot of your goals, has achieved a lot of your personal goals, like whether you wanted to lose 20 pounds and you lost 20 pounds, whether you wanted to get a dream job and you got that dream job, whether you wanted to save up money for a car this summer and you ended up doing it, you did it. It's like this person views you as someone that always completes everything, and it's motivating to them. They're viewing you as someone that always completes everything, and it's motivating to them, and it's making them feel like if they were to invest in the relationship with you, they know that you'll complete it too, that you're not going to be a slacker because you always follow through with all your commitments. Oh, okay. I like that. It's like this person's like watching how you treat your work, treat your family, treat your own personal goals as a direct reflection on how you would treat your partnerships in a relationship. Like if I saw someone that barely shows up for their job, barely shows up for their family, and quits every goal that they make for themselves, I'm going to be like, oh, I don't want to be with this person. If they're that so nonchalant about giving up on things, you know. But when you see someone who follows through and puts in all their effort and tries, it makes you feel like I could actually try and build a life with this person. They'll do their part. Clarify that World card. We have the Five of Swords, and we got the Knight of Wands. That's where things get a little tricky. That's where this person might start to assume that you're not on the same page. Even though they're seeing you as someone that completes all your goals, until you guys have this conversation, which is what that judgment is trying to go after, there still could be a chance that you're not on the same page as them. All right? And that's why this person's coming towards you, wanting to have a conversation with you. Clarify that Two of Pentacles. They want to make certain that this is legit happening. Knight of Cups. Yeah, Libra, you've got someone that's trying their best, and they're coming to you with a very nice love offer in the hopes that you are on the same page as them. Yeah. They're just worried that there's a chance that you might reject them. I got like a similar message off of, was it Aries' reading or Cancer's? No, it was Aries. No, it was Cancer's. It was Cancer's reading. I got like a similar message off of Cancer's reading. So that could be because you're dealing with a Cancer or it's Cancer season. But Libra, you've got somebody here that is planning to reach out to you, wanting to talk about the future of the relationship, and there's a little bit of fear that you may just want closure from them and to cut it out. Okay? But I'm not getting that off of you, Libra. I'm getting that you are into this just as much as they are, but you show it in a different way. I got that same message off of Gemini. You might just have a different love language. But everything else that they're saying is telling me that they like how you've been showing up. That you're someone that you're there for the people that matter to you. Clarify that King of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. This person is really hoping that this spark continues, but they do have a real fear that this may not be long term. Okay? So that's why they want to come clean and talk to you and like get to the bottom of this so that way they can continue making forward plans. Because this person wants to make a plan. But in order to continue making that plan, they need to make sure that you're on the same page as that plan. But for right now, Libra, it looks like you guys are really passionate about one another, that things are stable right now, but someone does want to have a serious conversation before taking it any further. Fantasy world, head in the clouds, heart chasing fairy tales, the truth is getting lost in the sparkle. Yeah, someone here is wanting to make certain that they're not getting lost in fantasy world and that there's actually a future attached to this relationship. Like someone's really wanting to make sure, I'm not just a fling to you, am I? Because, you know, my head's been kind of in la la land since we met, and I just want to make sure that this isn't just a fling for you. It's kind of what I'm getting off of somebody. For others, fake profile, it's not just a filter, it's a full-on facade. The person being presented doesn't match the reality behind the screens. For some of you Librans, someone may be watching you from a fake profile. If there's someone that you cut out of your life, if you decide to block someone and cut them out of your life, they're still watching you from a fake profile. All right, someone has not let you go after you let them go, apparently. But for others, it looks like you got someone who is inspired by you and wants to continue seeing you in their life. And it looks like you like them too. Could be a fire sign. I've got strong Aries, Leo, Sag in this reading. I've got Gemini here. I have Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer. Who else? Leo, I already said. It could be any zodiac sign. All right, on to Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on with you guys this week. Oh my God, that is so good. All right. What do we have for Scorpio this week? What do we have for Scorpio this week? The Four of Wands hopped out. Some of you guys could already be married. Two more shuffles for Scorpio. 1, 2. Let's rock this deck for my beautiful Scorpionators. All right, Scorpio, your person's feelings for you. We have the Queen of Cups, Scorpio's court card. That's a really good start. With the Queen of Cups being someone's feelings for you, Scorpio, someone feels like you are very caring, very nurturing, and you just have this big heart, okay? And that you care for a lot of people around you. How do they view you right now? We have the Six of Swords. Even though they feel the Queen of Cups for you, they may be viewing you as, you know, not looking that happy right now. The Six of Swords often shows up when someone is coming out of a very stressful situation and just trying to catch their breath. So this person feels like you've got a really big heart, that you're very loving, but they're viewing you as looking really depleted of energy. Sometimes this combo shows up when I'm reading for someone who just may have had an argument with their person over the weekend, and people are just coming down from the adrenaline of fighting and is just trying to like catch their breath. But if you guys didn't have any arguing, then this could be like a delayed reaction to something else. What is this person's behavior with Scorpio? The Death card, Scorpio energy. This person's behaving in a way that shows that they're making big changes. Big changes, cutting out certain behaviors, cutting out certain actions. But it also could be showing me that there's something going on with you guys' relationship that is no longer going to be the same. With their feelings for you being the Queen of Cups, I'm not feeling like this person is ending the relationship with that Death card. It feels like that Death card is referencing something else, like an ending of an era, ending of a chapter, an end of an argument. Maybe for some of you, this person's like, all right, I know we've been fighting all weekend. Can we just like let that go? Can we cut that out? What is Scorpio's feelings for this person? The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, as your feelings for this person, could be saying that you may feel like you need to make different plans for yourself or different arrangements for yourself, or you may feel like this is what this person is doing with you. Notice how this person told me how they feel about you, Scorpio, but you didn't tell me how you feel about this person. You told me how you feel about the situation. Two entirely different things. They told me how they feel about you. You told me how you feel about the situation, which tells me, Scorpio, you may be more emotionally detached from the situation right now and just trying to keep your wherewithal in regards to plans that you need to make for yourself. What's the overall energy? The Eight of Cups, Scorpio energy. With the Strength card, Leo energy, repeated 8. 8 and 8 is 16. 16 is the number of the Tower card. Some of you Scorpios, it's like you may be considering leaving this situation with this person. You may feel like something that happened between the two of you was your cutoff, your breaking point. Wow. That kind of explains why you didn't tell me how you feel about them, but they told me how they felt about you. I went to pick up this one deck, and this one card stayed on the table. It shows me someone taking a break. So for some of you Scorpios, what I'm kind of getting is that maybe the connection doesn't have to end right now, if at all, but maybe a little break, a little breather might be very helpful for you in this situation. Because I am getting something stressed you out deeply with that Six of Swords showing up for how you're being seen around this time frame. Because to be seen as the Six of Swords means the Five of Swords had to have taken place prior. And the Five of Swords card is fighting, arguing, possible deception. So let's dive into this person's feelings. Why the Queen of Cups? Fellow water sign perhaps? I've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Why the Queen of Cups? The Two of Cups. This person loves you, Scorpio. This person loves the shit out of you. Excuse my language, but that's how it wanted to be delivered. So this might be how you're used to this person talking. Three of Pentacles, wanting to fix something with you. It says the word fix it. Fix it. Connection unstable, poor connection, fix it. So, Scorpio, when I look at the Two of Cups card, it's the Queen of Cups right here, and it's the King of Cups right here. And the King of Cups is the opposite of the Queen of Cups. This person's trying to figure out how they're going to fix this relationship with you. They don't want to lose this. They want to fix this with you. But they feel like they may have already like messed up something where they feel like you're on the way to rejecting them and they can sense it. Let's clarify why they view you as the Six of Swords in the first place. Because the Six of Swords can sometimes be like, oh, any place but here. Let me get anywhere from here. Why the Six of Swords? Why the Six of Swords? Someone here lives at a distance, perhaps? Or someone's been acting emotionally distant out of protection. The Nine of Pentacles. This person is viewing you as trying to focus on your own independence at this time, checking your bank account, making sure that you can care for yourself on your own if you've been living with this person. For others, the Nine of Pentacles is an independent person, someone getting their freedom back. Page of Pentacles. So this person might be scared that you're getting prepared to adapt to no longer needing them. Not saying that you needed them per se, but like acting single, acting like you're adapting to life without them. So let's clarify your feelings, because you got the Two of Wands. Now, when I look at the Eight of Cups right here, it says, I need a change, which tells me that there could be a chance that you guys could find that change together. But right now, you're making a backup plan with that Two of Wands. Why the Two of Wands for how Scorpio feels about this person? Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups right here shows me you've got a lot of options available to you, Scorpio, but you're on low battery mode. 3 8s. 888 people in the chat, 3 8s. That might mean something to you, Scorpio, because you already have 2 8s right here. So I'm wondering if August, you're making plans for August, making plans to either work together with this person or making a plan to break up in August. But the Seven of Cups is showing me that you're looking over your options here and you're not feeling really happy right now. You don't want to leave, but you don't want to stay. It's that uncomfortable feeling of not wanting to leave, but not wanting to stay. Now, the Magician right here is showing me that you've got a lot of potential here. You've got a lot of skills that you may not be tapping into right now. Sometimes the Magician with the King of Swords could be taking advantage of maybe communicating with each other a little bit more. Like there's still more tools available for you guys to work this relationship out before fully exiting. So let's clarify the Death card. The Death card feels like someone is realizing that there needs to be some changes made. And as I say that, the Five of Swords is right here with the phrase, was this worth it? As if someone is realizing maybe their actions wasn't worth what happened. Why the Death card for this person's behavior? Page of Swords and the King of Wands. This is Leo's court card, but also Sagittarius and Aries. The Page of Swords as their behavior this week with the King of Wands is showing me that this person is getting some new information. They're getting some new information that's getting their confidence back up with that King of Wands to have a different approach at something. It's like someone here is like, I'm not a quitter. I'm going to find a better approach here. And it looks like someone tries their best to meet you halfway here. So let's clarify that Four of Swords. That's the card that wanted my attention earlier. So I'm getting not walking away from this entirely, but taking maybe a little mini break with that Four of Swords. Six of Wands, and then I see the Nine of Swords right underneath that. Six of Wands is, you know, rising from a difficult time. Six of Wands is focusing on the positives instead of focusing on the losses or the negatives. Okay, I feel like, Scorpio, what this is kind of showing me is if you guys may take a little step back from each other for a couple of days or maybe even longer, you guys might be able to figure out how to work together with each other. But you got someone that really cares about you, but maybe you're just not feeling that right now. Like, yeah, news to me. Tell me more about how Scorpio feels about this person, please. The King of Cups. So now we have a perfect pair. We got the King and Queen of Cups. However, look at the body language of the King of Cups versus the Queen of Cups. The body language of the King of Cups looks like emotional defeat, even though there's a lot of love, while the other one looks emotionally invested but also cared for. So this could be saying that one person, how can I explain that? Like someone hasn't been checking in on themselves enough, and it might be negatively impacting their love life. Like someone's not taking enough time for self-care and self-needs, things like that, and it's negatively impacting a relationship. But with the Knight of Cups showing up and it says, I'm trying my best, it does feel like, Scorpio, whoever this person is, I feel like you guys have a chance to like improve the situation, but I feel like you're at your wit's end about something. You're at your wit's end. So take a little bit of a breather and then maybe check in with each other, see how you feel later. It's kind of what I'm getting off of that. But it does look like you guys are fulfilling a soulmate contract around this time frame. Like this is a part of a soulmate contract for you both to evolve and grow from this experience. I open up to breaking up. Whether it's official or emotional, a break has happened. What once held you together can no longer hold your growth. I'm getting a break before a breakup. Like if you are planning on breaking this relationship up, Scorpio, maybe take a break first and then talk to each other before doing it. Something like that. I just got drawn to this one card, Happy Family. You're creating or aligning with a family dynamic that's grounded in peace and mutual care. This is the kind of home that can heal generational wounds. I feel like I have a Scorpio that wants that happy dynamic, but if you feel like you're not creating that with this person, you're someone that will find it elsewhere. Ulterior motive. Someone's words and actions aren't lining up, and that's not an accident. There's an agenda here. And then I see walking away. Walking away isn't failing. It's choosing yourself. When the path no longer serves you, it's time to move on. Scorpio, I'm strongly getting that you're feeling motivated to walk away from this person because you feel like their motives are not genuine, but you're trying to not be impulsive, and you're putting it into divine timing's hands. You feel like it's out of your hands. I feel like I said that to you guys recently. Anyway, all right, so you could be dealing with a fellow Scorpio. I've got a lot of water in this reading. So fellow Scorpio. I've got Leo here. I've got Venus and Cancer here. Pisces is here strongly, and more Leo. All right, enjoy your weekend. On to Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. All right, let's see what's going on with you guys this week. What do we have for Sagittarius? What do we have for Sagittarius this week? Two more shuffles? One, two. Let's rock this deck for my awesome Saggies. All right, Sagittarius, your person's feelings this week. We have the Two of Pentacles. Their view of you. The Knight of Swords, that's Gemini's court card. Their behavior and actions with you. We have the Queen of Wands, Aries energy. Your feelings for them, the Two of Wands. And the overall energy for the two of you, or for you specifically, is the Ten of Pentacles. And then I see the Five of Wands, High Priestess on the bottom. I feel like I'm reading for a lot of married folks today. All these readings today have been feeling like there's already like families involved. There was only a couple that came in as like a new connection, like Virgo. If you're not already in a committed long-term relationship, Sagittarius, it does feel like this person would like to be a part of your life in a very long-term way. But someone needs to not feed insecurities, otherwise it could end up having a different outcome. All right, so let's dive into this person's feelings for you. We got the Two of Pentacles. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles as this person's feelings for Sagittarius. The Moon and the Seven of Wands on the bottom, and I see the Three of Pentacles. I feel like Sagittarius, around this time frame, you've got someone that's putting a lot of worry and anxiety into this relationship, but not because of the relationship, but because of other things that they've got going on in their life. You might have someone that's going back and forth between different job opportunities or just a lot of obligations, a lot of running around. Very busy this person is, very busy. And because of how busy they are, it kind of like trickles into you guys' relationship. They're like a chaotic energy is trickling into the relationship. But I do feel like someone is trying to ground it a bit so that way they don't bring their work problems to the relationship. It's kind of what I'm getting off of this person. This person does care about you, but it does feel like this person has a lot going on and they're needing to like pull it back a little bit so that way they don't stress you out. Let me get another card on their feelings for you. Unless they're feeling like you're doing that. There it is again, that Five of Wands. And the Knight of Pentacles. I keep on getting that message, Sagittarius, where you've got someone that is doing this, doing that, doing this, that, and the other. And because they're so overwhelmed with other things going on in their day-to-day life, it trickles into you guys' relationship to where by the time they are with you, they look worn out. They look worn out and isn't able to give to the relationship the way that you deserve to have it given. But it looks like they're making changes. It looks like they're making changes. You got someone that's trying their best right now, Sagittarius, and they really hope that this isn't going to hurt the relationship with you because of what they've got going on behind the scenes. This person is really trying their best to not like let this screw up the relationship with you. It feels like someone is trying to get their life in order and feels like they can't catch a freaking break. And this person's got big goals. This person wants a beautiful future with their person and wants to be able to provide that. Let me clarify your feelings. Because with the Two of Wands being your feelings, Sagittarius, you're at a bit of a crossroads right now where you're trying to think if this is like a permanent thing you're going to experience with this person or if it's just a temporary thing. Like people go through things from time to time where their life is a little bit more chaotic than usual. You're just trying to figure out if this is their usual though and not just like a drop in the bucket. You know, everyone has bad days. Everyone has like bad patches of time, like, 3 months in a row of just bad luck. But you're just trying to figure out if it's a constant with them. Why the Two of Wands? Queen of Cups. You do care about this person deeply. So Sagittarius, whoever this person is, because of your love for them or the potential for the feelings to develop, you're not quitting this situation just yet with this person, but you are kind of coming in with a little bit of a backup plan in your mind that you keep to yourself in case this is just like how they always are. Or always is. Or is. Whatever. Let's take a look at the Knight of Swords. It's like imagine meeting someone who, I don't want to give too many examples. Clarify that Knight of Swords. I feel like you got it. Whoever's resonating with this, you already know what I'm getting at. Two of Swords. So with the Two of Swords clarifying the Knight of Swords for how this person's viewing you, they're viewing you as wanting more decisiveness from them, more consistency, none of this back and forth stuff. It's like this person knows that this is not something that you're going to be happy about moving forward, that you need to see a little bit more effort for the relationship and not feel like you are getting what's left over at the end of the day, if that makes sense. Like you feel like you're getting what's left of them at the end of the day instead of when they're fresh. When they're fully charged up, motivated and romantic and playful and flirty, you're getting them after a 15-hour work shift where, it's kind of what I'm getting off of this. It's like this person's always busy. And you're like, I don't want busy to be an excuse for our relationship every time I want them and to connect with them. Clarify the Queen of Wands for this person's actions with Sagittarius. It does look like they're making more time for passion and playfulness with you, Sagittarius. This person is feeling like you are worth it. Why the Queen of Wands? Ace of Swords and the Star. It feels like Sagittarius, this person is going to want to make more time for you to feel like the star in their life and to know that they are happy that you're there and that they don't mean to make you feel like you're getting what's left after a work week or after they handle whatever they need to handle. Because it feels like you're dealing with someone at a time of their life where there's a lot of stress around them. And they're having trouble separating stress of work, stress of outside family members, and you know, preserving the relationship where it's not like penetrating the relationship. Oh, that sounded so weird. Really? Why did you have to explain it like that? So let's clarify that 10 of Pentacles. Seeping into the relationship. You know that saying, please don't take your work home. That sort of thing. Like, leave your problems with your job at the office. Don't bring it home here. Why the 10 of Pentacles? The Strength card. And then I see the 8 of Cups with the 6 of Pentacles. So Sagittarius, it feels like the strength of this relationship could start to improve over time. I do feel like this is just a temporary thing in this person's life and that it's not always going to be like this with them. Okay? Just feels like this person is hustling. Not like hustling, but like really just trying to like get to some sort of goal. Anything else for their relationship, please? So Sagittarius, what I'm kind of getting is that you may feel like this person is always too busy, is not making a lot of time for you, and you're wondering if this is like a permanent thing. But what I'm getting off of this person is that it's temporary, that it's not always going to be this way. This person really is not someone that likes to leave their partners feeling ignored or like not as a priority. They're wanting you to know that this is not a permanent thing, that there's something going on at this time frame that they really need to focus on. The Chariot, and then I got the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like it's a work situation that this person is going to move forward from, and you're going to get more time from them. You're going to get more time. So I feel like Sagittarius, around this time frame, if you're feeling like your person is constantly slow to respond to text messages or is not able to like make plans with you, I feel like it's not a long-term thing. But if you feel like this has been going on for far too long, that's different. But if this is like a relatively new thing, it's temporary. It's temporary. Because you got someone that wants a future, but they know that they've got to do their part in other ways to make that happen. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Capricorn. I've got Pisces here, I've got Cancerian energy here, and Scorpio and Aries. Feeling trapped. Feeling trapped isn't part of the love deal. If there's no key in sight, it might be time to break free. Some of you Sagittarians may be feeling trapped in someone else's chaos, someone else's mess. Like you feel like drama just seems to follow this person, or like it's never calm. You may feel like it's never calm around this person. Like there's always some sort of meltdown, some sort of crisis, and you're worried that you're going to get pulled into the situation and get stuck. You're worried. Have you ever had one of those people around that no matter what's going on, it's always a crisis when you talk to them? It's like, get it together. Open relationship. An open relationship isn't for the faint-hearted. Set clear rules, communicate, and be respectful of boundaries. Explore with care. Some of you Sagittarians, you may be wanting an open relationship where you're like, all right, you and I can still talk, but while you're taking care of all that stuff, I want to be able to still meet new people and see what's out there. That could be for some of you Sagittarians. And this person's not looking happy about that. All right, so I hope that helps. On to Capricorn. Oh, Pisces energy is here too. I don't know if I said Pisces. I ran out of space. You guys get it. You don't need the N at the end. It's fine. I was trying to take a break from writing Cappy, but then I didn't think of that until I already started writing it, and I didn't leave enough space for your very long name. Anywho's, all right, what do we have for Capricorn this week? What do we have for Capricorn? Or Capricorn. Capricorn today. What do we have for Capricorn? Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful sea goats. All right, Capricorn, your person's feelings for you. We have the 4 of Swords. Their view of you, the 5 of Cups. Their actions, the Hanged Man. I haven't seen this card all day. Your feelings for this person, the 10 of Swords, and the overall energy is the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, Capricorn, what is going on with you guys this week? It feels like you and someone are not talking right now. I'm just trying to figure out if it's to do with the relationship or to do with life in general. But it looks like you and someone are broken up right now. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on. I've got repeated 4s showing up in the reading, if that makes sense to you. So let's take a look at their feelings. We have the 4 of Swords. It feels to me that someone is acknowledging that it's best to take a break, or someone's not as responsive because they're taking a break. Now remember, you guys, we're entering Mercury retrograde. So the energy is very intense. We're in the pre-shadow period right now. I can't remember exactly the exact day it starts. I think it's June 29th. And just energy is like chaotic. I got the Ace of Cups clarifying their feelings for you, Capricorn, along with the 6 of Cups. So I do feel like this person does love you and care for you, which kind of leaves me believing that you're the one that wanted the break. Because with their feelings for you right now being the Ace of Cups, 6 of Cups, and I got the 10 of Cups right here, that's kind of confirming to me that this is not what they wanted. This is what you wanted. I could be wrong. It could be vice versa. But this person's pretty much saying, no, Baddison, I still want this with Capricorn. They're the ones that requested the break. So let's dive into your feelings. We got the 10 of Swords. The Star, and the King of Wands. Capricorn, what is going on with the two of you? You both are telling me how much you care about one another. You both are showing me that there's a lot of potential here, but why the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Swords? That doesn't make sense. Unless there's something you're not telling me. And I don't like it when you hold back from me. I'm nosy. I'll break it down. Someone here may be feeling like they're always competing for someone's attention and someone's getting a bit tired of it. Still loves the person, but feels tired that they're always like competing for someone's attention. Someone here might be very popular or gets a lot of attention at their job with their family. It's like you may feel like you're constantly reaching out to them saying, hey, you up? Hey, you want to talk? Hey, you up? And you may feel like this person is not making any time for you. That message is coming up repeatedly this week, it looks like. Feels like a lot of people are in their feelings now that we're in Cancerian season and being a little bit more sensitive about other people's behaviors, it looks like, based off of this. Because this person is viewing you as the 5 of Cups. They're viewing you as being disappointed in them. Why the 5 of Cups? The Magician and the Hermit. So Capricorn, this person is viewing you as being disappointed at them, but at the same time, they can sense that you're missing the connection if you guys have already begun your break. But they're still seeing you as like keeping your phone on do not disturb, not really responsive to their messages, and just still agreeing that the break is necessary. But they can sense that you're not happy about the break either. This person, it's like this person knows you pretty well, Capricorn. They can sense when, you know, you're like missing them, even though this is your decision to call things off right now. I'm seeing a lot of 9s and 4s in this reading, by the way. A lot of 9s and 4s, if that means anything to you. What I'm kind of getting off of the both of you, Capricorn, is that you both might need a little downtime for yourselves, and this could really help your relationship moving forward. I'm getting that the both of you, this may have been like universe's plan all along to get you guys to take a little bit of a breather. Because with that Magician being here, this is going to give you guys a chance to get more creative with how you want the relationship to go moving forward. Someone got in a rut. Someone got in a rut. And it started to hurt the relationship. So this feels like it's a part of the universal plan to get you guys to like take a step back from each other a little bit. Yeah, that's what it's kind of feeling like. It's you both are missing each other during this break is kind of what I'm getting. It feels like it's already happening. Like you guys cut things off and just went on with your life. So this person feels like they're lingering around, waiting to hear from you, waiting to hear on whether or not the break was good and that you guys should resume the relationship, or if the break was a, you know, sign that maybe you want to continue the break indefinitely. This person feels like they're just waiting. Ten of Pentacles, they don't want to let you go. They don't want closure because they don't even want to let you go. This person is really hoping that this break is going to remind you that you guys have a good thing here and that you will hold on to it. Justice on the bottom. Someone here is watching the news too much, and it's starting to create a lot of anxiety for someone, and it's affecting the relationship. I'm strongly getting that. Someone's watching the news too much and coming in feeling like everything's being taken or everything is falling apart, and it might be trickling into the relationship. That's what I'm kind of getting. Like someone's brain is too focused on, you know, the news, negative things that are happening in the world, and it's like the more you focus on something, the more your reality starts to match that. I don't know who needs to hear that, but someone needs to log off from social media, the news, things like that, because it's spilling into this relationship that doesn't have to have that happen. Clarify that Four of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands. And the Justice card again. So Capricorn, it feels like around this time frame you initiated some sort of temporary break between you and this person. Okay, but the more I'm getting into this message, I don't feel like you guys want this break, but it feels like someone was allowing a lot of external pressure, a lot of external noise to get the best of them, to where someone just like decided to say F it to everything. I'm losing everything, so I might as well lose this relationship at the same time. Like that. Like someone was coming in with a I've lost it all mentality, so I might as well just get rid of everything else I've got. Dang. Don't force it if that's not you. Don't force it. But what I'm seeing, Capricorn, is you and this person care about each other, and I would hate to see you guys lose your bond because of outside stuff that has nothing to do with the two of you, is what I'm strongly getting. Because what I'm getting off of the two of you is that when you guys are like connecting with each other, it's like very rewarding, very, very uplifting, where you guys motivate each other. Yeah, I think it would not be a good thing to like, now don't make a decision off of a tarot reading. If you feel like this connection needs to go, let it go, whatever. But if someone's making these decisions based off of outside stuff and not inside the relationship stuff, someone may want to rethink that a little bit, because this looks like a really good bond here between two people. Like you guys could really go far if you guys can get back to that rhythm that you had before. Anything else for Capricorn before I pull the hidden message? The Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, and the Ace of Wands. And then I see the Seven of Swords. Someone worried that someone's going to steal something that's theirs. With the Queen of Pentacles being here, that's your court card, Capricorn. And the Ace of Wands is inspiration, feeling refueled. I feel like around this time frame, Capricorn, what's being guided here is for you to take a little bit of a break and focus on your own self, and then revisit this instead of making any quick decisions, and vice versa for your person. Because like I said, I don't know who really requested the break, but I'm kind of getting that it was you, Capricorn, and it feels like it's because of everything else around you was starting to, like, maybe like seeing everything that's happening on the news and what's happening in the world stress you out to where you're like, you know what, screw everything. You know, I'm just going to worry about me and leave everyone else alone. Okay? But I feel like someone just needs to ground their energy and focus on the gains instead of all the losses right now. Because someone's focusing too much on losses, and it's getting them in a loss mentality where they just feel like everything is a loss. But I see a lot of gains here. If someone can get back into their positive mindset, they're going to see that there's a lot to be gained here in a sea of loss. You know, there's always balance. Where there's a lot of bad, there's a lot of good. The universe works with balance. So if you're seeing a lot of loss, somewhere there's a lot of gains too. So get that mentality back. So let's get the hidden message. For zodiac signs that came through this reading, I have Aquarius energy, I have Leo, Virgo, Pisces, and Aquarius. I already said Aquarius. Comfortability. This is the kind of connection that doesn't require performing. You can be messy, quiet, soft, or strong and still feel accepted. Yeah, I feel like you and this person have a really good bond if someone could just get back to focusing on the relationship and not letting outside noise affect the relationship anymore. Family echoes. Old family patterns may be playing out in your love life. Until these echoes are healed, or until those echoes are healed, they'll keep repeating through new faces. Yeah, someone may be letting outside family drama affect the working relationships. Like imagine fighting with your mom and it's like, oh, blah, 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 and then you take it out on your healthy relationship, you know, like that. And the last one is bad timing. The universe isn't punishing you. It's protecting what isn't fully aligned yet. What's truly meant for you won't miss you. So Capricorn, it looks like you and someone here could end up working together instead of working against each other, because it looks like they really care about you and that you do benefit more than not from the engagement with this person. Oh, I forgot to mention Gemini, Virgo's here too. All right, on to Aquarius. Where's my aqua babies at? That was a big strawberry. What do we have for Aquarius, please? What do we have for Aquarius, please? What do we have for Aquarius, please, for the rest of June going into the first week of July? 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful aqua babies. All right, Aquarius, your person's feelings for you this week, we have the Tower, their view of you, the King of Cups, Their behavior and actions, the Five of Swords, your feelings for this person, the World card, and the overall energy is the Ten of Wands and the Strength card. Oh. All right. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. This feels like a repeat for your end of June reading I did. All right, let me just start clarifying before I say anything. I want to make certain that that's what I'm getting. So let's start with this person's feelings for you. We got the Tower. This person seems to be feeling like you're pretending to be fine, and it's aggravating them because they feel like you're lying to them. That's what popped up in my head, and I wanted to wait until I clarified to speak on it, but then I felt the urge to say it anyway. This person's feeling like you're telling them everything is fine, but they're feeling like it's not, and they're feeling frustrated that you're not trusting them enough to open up to them about things. Because the way that they're looking at you as the King of Cups, which to me, being seen as the King of Cups is their way of saying that they view you as a very loving person, very emotionally stable, very emotionally mature, very caring. But the art depiction shows me someone that's worn out, just emotionally depleted, but still there. They're upset that you're not trusting them enough to share with them what's going on with you so that they can be there for you. But in your defense, you may be feeling like this person's life is working in their favor where you don't want to bring them down. So you're just trying to not like bring other people down, and that you just don't want to, it's like you want people happy. Why the Tower for how this person is feeling? The Chariot, Major for Cancer. And the Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. They're feeling like something is different about you around this time frame, Aquarius. This person's feeling like you're not as patient, just quick to be critical about things when you normally aren't critical of things. Yeah, they're feeling like you're treating them in a way that they're not used to you treating them, but they're not seeing it as something that they did wrong. They're seeing it as something going on with you that you're not letting them know about. It's like, imagine having that person that's always like cheerful with you every day. They're like, hey, what's up? And then one day you say hello, and they're like, hey. And you're like, oh, I didn't do anything wrong. There must be something going on with them. And then the next day, hey. It's like, why won't this person tell me what's going on? And you just, something like that, Aquarius. This person knows that there's something going, yep. Five of Pentacles. This person's feeling like you're leaving them out in the cold. You're not wanting to like get close to them anymore. But they're not taking it personally as a direct attack at them. They're seeing it as something else going on, and they're just happen to be the person that's getting the brunt of it. So let's dive into your feelings, Aquarius. I could be wrong. This could also be vice versa. Clarify the World card. The Lovers card. Some of you Aquarians, you might be kind of on the fence of letting this cycle go with this person, and this person may be picking up on it and trying to get your attention to see if they could change your mind. Yeah, like some of you Aquarians, you may feel like it's best to just focus on yourself and your work and things like that and not the relationship because of things that are happening around you. But I'm not getting that you want to do that. I'm not getting that you want to do that. Yeah, this person's just feeling like you're shutting them out. You're ignoring them. So let's dive into more deeper for how they view you. And then I see that Four of Cups again. They might be seeing you really disheartened by an opportunity that you wanted and you end up not getting it and you've been bummed up ever since. Like maybe you've been wanting more success at work. Maybe you've been wanting more success in your finances and you're not getting that right now. And this person's feeling like it's taking its toll on you. King of Wands, the Hierophant. They do see that you're getting prepared to tap into some more potential to get you out of this situation, okay? Which is good. I like seeing that. Some of you could be getting some positive news around this time frame that allows you to get your pep back in your step, is what I'm strongly getting. For some of you, you may have been in between jobs or in between different things that you wanted to devote your time to. Yeah, but I feel like Aquarius, if this person feels disconnected from you any further, they might still try to find creative ways to get your attention, even if it ends up hurting the relationship and costs them the relationship with you. They're just wanting some reaction out of you. And they may end up feeling like it wasn't worth it when it's too late. Why the Five of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles? The more they try to hold on to you, the more they might end up pushing you away by trying to hold on to you, Aquarius, is what I'm strongly getting. What is happening? Dang, this feels like it's a repeat for that end of June reading I did. Some of you Aquarians may be researching online, you know, other ways to get out of the situation you may be in. Clarify that Ten of Wands and the Strength card. It feels like a lot of the messages that I'm getting for today's readings is telling me that there's outside external situations that are affecting otherwise healthy, stable relationships. That's been the theme. And that's kind of what happens when Mercury goes into retrograde. Things just go opposite. You know, you would think problems in the relationship would break a relationship up, but instead it's problems outside of the relationship are causing breakups to the relationships that are good, you know. Why the Ten of Wands Strength card? The Sun, major for Leo, and the Nine of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is just temporary. I feel like, Aquarius, whatever is going on with you right now, it's temporarily happening, and then things start to improve. No guarantees that you and this person are going to make it through this, but you end up unlocking some really beautiful energy. The closer you get to Leo season, perhaps, and the last week of Cancer season is what it kind of feels like. So around the third week of July is when whatever this is that's happening starts to become more squared away. That's kind of what I'm getting off of this. That's a big change. So it feels like, Aquarius, what's going on around this time frame is not going to be worked out in just 7 days. It's not, based off what I'm seeing here. It's something that's going to like settle into a better place around July. Right now we're still at the end of June. Anything else for Aquarius in this situation? The Eight of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. So right now, Aquarius, you're kind of going back and forth on whether to walk away from this person altogether and focus on what you need to focus on, or give it more of a try, because that's what that Lover's card is telling me right here. This person's trying and you're considering just letting them go, but you don't want to at the same time because you really do like them. I'll let you have a chance to look at the art depiction a little bit longer to get what I'm getting at here. One person is like, hey, let's still give to this, while the other one is deciding whether they should get closure or give closure. All right. So it feels like this is a temporary thing, Aquarius. Things are going to start improving. This person just wants you to let them in a little bit more. They want to be able to help you if they can. And if you don't want their help, you don't need it. Let's get the hidden message. For zodiac signs that came through, I have Leo and Taurus. Possessiveness. Someone here is holding on too tightly. I just said that. And it's starting to suffocate the connection. Love shouldn't need to cage you to claim you. I said that right when I had this card. Someone here might be holding on too tightly, and it's leaving another person feeling like they don't have the freedom to work out their own problems individually without having to have someone else fix it. Like Aquarius, if there is a problem that you're dealing with, you want to be able to sort through it on your own, but you may feel like someone's forcing their help on you, and you're like, I don't want the help. I want to see if I can do it on my own. And then if I can't do it on my own, then I'll come to you. It's kind of what I'm getting off of this Sagittarius, or Aquarius. I almost called you Sagittarius. I actually did call you Sagittarius. Some of you are dealing with Sag. Loving yourself. Loving yourself is the ultimate romance. Invest in you, grow, glow, and get to know how great you truly are. Yeah, some of you Aquarians, I feel like right now you're not wanting this person to like come to you with all this desire to be there for you. You may just want to like see if you can be there for you. Some of you just want some time alone to work out some things. And you may feel like someone's still a little bit too helpful. All right, so you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Cancerian, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. Strong Leo. Taurus is here again. Scorpio is here again. All right. On to Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. 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 Hi, Pisces. What up, buttercups? Can you please rock that like and subscribe button if you haven't already? I greatly appreciate it. The Emperor. Pisces, if this is you, you are like really trying your all in some regard. But if this is someone else, someone's busting their butt for this relationship. All right, let's see if that comes back out. What do we have for Pisces? 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful water fishies. All right, Pisces, your person's feelings for you. We have the High Priestess, that's major for Pisces. Their view of you, the 3 of Cups, Cancer energy. Their behavior and actions, the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Your feelings for this person, the World card. And the overall energy is the 8 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups, and the Moon, and the 10 of Wands. All right. It looks like this person... Hold on for a second. All right, hold on. Let me just clarify this card because I'm getting a message and I don't want to get ahead of myself. So let me hold my roll for a second. Clarify that High Priestess. Why the High Priestess for how this person feels about Pisces. Judgment, major for Scorpio. And the Hanged Man, major for Pisces. And then I see the Tower, major for Scorpio. All right, you could definitely be dealing with someone with heavy Scorpio placements. You've got someone here that might be keeping a close eye on you right now, while observing some things. This is someone that doesn't want to give up on moving this relationship forward, but feels like they have to be a little bit incognito, I should say. I don't know if I said that word right. Incognito when it comes to their observations of you. Like there could be trust broken right now, and someone's just trying to figure out if trust is there for this to continue to work. Because with this person's behavior, with you being the King of Swords, and the High Priestess shows me someone scrolling privately on something. Pisces, it feels like someone's kind of keeping a close eye out on you to see if this is someone that they can trust. Like there could have been something that happened recently that kind of like blew up in you guys' relationship and made someone question one's intentions. It feels like you got someone that really wants to be with you and you want to be with them, but there's trust that was like, trust is on a thin line right now is what it kind of feels like. But I'm kind of getting that it could have been a part of a lesson. King of Pentacles, and then I see the Fool. Okay, I'm happy to see that. It feels like for a lot of you Pisceans, you've got someone here that is trying to venture out and have some sort of new beginning with you, but they're wanting to make certain that this is not going to backfire. And if this is someone brand new where there wasn't any trust broken, you could be dealing with someone that has been used to trust being broken with people, and they're watching you and observing you to see how you operate before they get more emotionally available with you. Like someone really wants to be more emotionally available with you, but is trying to figure out if that is something that they can trust giving to you. All right, so let's clarify your feelings. You got the World card. I feel like I got two different groups coming to me. I got one group where this is on the early stages of developing and someone is just wanting to make certain that someone is trustworthy. And in another group where you guys have already been together for a while, but trust was broken and someone's trying to rebuild that trust, but is more watchful now of someone's every move out of fear. Nine of Pentacles and the Star. You feel like this person is very successful, Pisces. Whoever this person is, you feel like they're very successful or they're really building something really good and you admire that about them. But you also might feel like someone's dabbling into a little bit of paranoia. Paranoia that everyone is like going to hurt them or steal from them or rip them off in some way, that it might be making someone a little bit too paranoid with the relationship. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like someone is seeing something as very beneficial, but like throwing in a lot of nervous energy in it too. Like someone's always worried, all right, I like this person, but what if they cheat on me? Oh, I like this person, but what if they're not being honest with me? Oh, I like this person, but what if, but what if, but what if? And it's not good. Why the Three of Cups? Four of Cups. And the Hermit. So the message I was getting in the beginning, but I decided to keep quiet until I got more, confirmation, is coming in stronger than before. Pisces, it feels like around this time frame, you got someone that really, really wants to give to this, but is nervous to let their guard down and let you in completely. Whether it's because you broke their trust in the past or someone's really screwed them over in the past and they were still working on healing that when they met you. But both sides, you both don't want to like miss out on this opportunity. You both like each other. You both want to explore this. But someone needs to loosen up loosen up a little bit when it comes to having to watch someone like someone's being interviewed. So let's clarify that King of Swords. You both like each other. Why the King of Swords? Eight of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Pisces, it feels like you've got someone here that feels like you guys have a really incredible spark together, but emotionally, they're not open yet. They're not open yet. Emotionally, they've got their back turned to you, but energetically, they're excited about what you guys have. All right, that's not helpful. It's like it's showing me an image of someone walking towards someone backwards, like walking backwards, where they're hiding parts of them, but still physically present. That's the only way I can explain that. I know that's probably like the most freaking off-the-wall way of explaining it, but hey, I'm getting a lot of off-the-wall freaking messages off of this. Yeah, it feels like someone's walking towards the relationship, but backwards. Walking backwards towards someone. Wearing a mask. Not letting someone see everything. Because someone's scared that, you know, someone can't be trusted with that type of information. The Magician and Justice. And then I see the Five of Cups. So Pisces, what I'm kind of getting off of this is someone may need to get over a past hardship, so that way it doesn't start to sprinkle into what you guys are trying to manifest with each other right here. You know, like carrying old baggage towards something new that has nothing to do with the other. But productively, like career-wise, money-wise, you guys are both banging. Financially, you both are making a lot of money. You both are very successful in your careers. You both are really doing well for each other or for yourselves. But emotionally together, there's too much paranoia. Way too much paranoia. I mean, look at this. Look at all this paranoia someone is throwing to this relationship. Whether there's reasons for it or not, that's a lot of paranoia. That's a lot of fear that someone is going to get hurt by somebody. All right. Clarify that Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. I am getting someone trying their best, though. Someone is trying to be less paranoid, be less anxious, but someone really needs someone to be patient with them, that they're trying. No one has to be patient, but someone's hoping someone will be patient with them. Now, Pisces, if this is someone that you hurt in the past, if you agree that you've hurt them in the past, they're trying to trust you again, and they want you to be understanding of their position like they were understanding of your position when you may have hurt them, if you hurt them. Others, it could be vice versa. Anything else? The Hermit again, and then I got the Wheel of Fortune. Someone is just really just trying to let the universe steer the wheel right here and try to let go of, you know, holding on to everything so tightly, but someone's having a difficult time doing that. Someone feels like if they don't control everything, that's when everything falls apart. But controlling things too much is what keeps the blessings from coming in, I feel. Okay, and then I got the Death card, Scorpio energy. There could be like talks about letting this connection go if someone is coming in still dealing with a lot of trauma that is not helping the relationship. Like if you're not ready to date, you're not ready to date. It's like someone's wanting to tell someone, look, it looks like you're not ready to date. You're still mad about what your ex did to you. I don't want to be, you know, blamed for that. So go heal and then I'll see you later if I'm still available. Is what I feel like someone wants to say to someone, but maybe is not saying to somebody. It's like someone doesn't want to be at, you know, get the consequence for someone else's bad choices. So let me get the hidden message. For zodiac signs that came through, I have Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. I have Virgo, Pisces, Leo, and Scorpio. Double life and situationship. Someone is juggling stories, identities, or relationships and hoping no one notices the overlap. Situationship. It's a situationship, not a relationship, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's drama-free. Someone here is holding on to the label situationship out of fear of going all in on the relationship, but secretly wants a relationship. And another person may be living a double life here, where someone's holding on to something that they're having trouble letting go of, while also simultaneously starting something new, which doesn't go good, won't end well. All right? Like kind of thinking, now this is just a side message for some of you. Imagine someone who is no longer happy in their relationship, but doesn't end the relationship, but starts to look for their next relationship while still in their unhappy relationship, instead of focusing on letting that go first, staying single, and then going into a new relationship. Someone's doing it backwards. Okay? So I hope that helps. I know that today's readings were a little bit quicker than usual. I've got a 10-hour road trip to do, so I just didn't want to skip my weekly all signs because I look forward to this, but Mom here has to go. Thank you to my awesome mod squads. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone who showed up. I appreciate all of you guys. Now remember, for the week ahead, I won't be returning any emails. I won't be doing personal readings this week. Taking my kids on a trip and logging off. I will be still posting the July monthlies throughout the week, but those are already pre-recorded, already scheduled for release, you know, on a pace. All right. So I love you guys. I'll see you guys when I get back.